How to learn to trust an Aquarius. This is one of the most interesting and unique signs of the zodiac, and many people may have difficulty establishing trusting relationships with them. Aquarians are characterized by independence, unconventional thinking, and, at times, a touch of mystery. But how can one learn to trust such unusual people who sometimes seem too aloof? In this video, we'll explore how to build trust with an Aquarius, what prevents us from trusting them, and what they, in turn, can do to strengthen that trust. Who is an Aquarius? Before delving into the issue of trust, let's learn about Aquarians and their character traits. Aquarius is the 11th sign of the zodiac, and its ruler is the planet Uranus, which is associated with change, innovation, and liberation. This sign often defies tradition, loves to explore new ideas, and embraces independence. Aquarians are thinkers, reformers, and freedom seekers. Key Aquarius traits. Independence. Aquarians value their personal freedom and independence. They dislike being restricted or imposed by strict rules. It's important for them to be themselves and follow their own path. Intellect and curiosity. Aquarians often possess a keen intellect, a thirst for knowledge, and a love of innovative ideas. Their ability to think outside the box makes them original and interesting conversationalists. Quirky and eccentric. Aquarians aren't afraid to stand out from the crowd. Their lifestyle and thinking often deviate from accepted norms, which can sometimes be perceived as odd. Humanism and altruism. Despite their independence, Aquarians are often interested in social issues, humanitarian causes, and a desire to make the world a better place. They are sensitive to the needs of others and often support the ideas of freedom and equality. Detachment and coldness. Aquarians can sometimes appear distant or even cold. They are not always willing to open up, and their attention can sometimes seem scattered. This is often perceived as a lack of trust in others. Why can trusting Aquarius be difficult? Now let's explore why trusting Aquarius can be difficult for some people. Aquarians are individuals with unique traits, and their behavior can be difficult to understand. Independence and autonomy. Aquarians value their freedom and may be inclined to avoid any form of dependency. If you want an Aquarius to trust you, you need to respect their space and personal boundaries. For example, an Aquarius may avoid talking about feelings or not always share their experiences because they don't want to feel restricted. If you want to earn their trust, it's important not to be pushy and give Aquarius time to decide when they're ready to open up. Emotional detachment. Aquarians aren't always open in expressing their emotions. This doesn't mean they don't feel, they just prefer not to show it. For some, this closed nature can be perceived as mistrust or even a lack of interest. Example. If an Aquarius avoids discussing feelings or doesn't show affection, you may feel they don't trust you. In reality, this is more a manifestation of their inner reserve than discontent. Revolutionary and unconventional approach. Aquarians aren't afraid to go against the grain and often make decisions that seem strange or even unpredictable. This can make people doubt whether their behavior can be trusted in the long term. Example. If an Aquarius decides to make a radical change in their life or makes a decision that shocks you, it can lead to mistrust. Their desire to be free and follow their own path can sometimes make others feel unstable. Motives that aren't always clear. Aquarians may sometimes do things that seem illogical or unfounded. Their unconventional approaches to life and decisions can raise questions in people, which in turn can make it difficult to build trust. Example. An Aquarius may decide to change jobs or cities without a clear explanation, which can be perceived as secrecy or unpredictability. How do Aquarians show trust? Now let's talk about how Aquarians show trust. When an Aquarian trusts you, they become not only a devoted friend but also an engaging partner. Open-minded. Aquarians love to share their unconventional thoughts and ideas with those they trust. They open up to you on an intellectual level, sharing their projects, dreams, and future plans. Example: if an Aquarian starts discussing their interesting projects with you or sharing new ideas, it shows they trust you as a conversational partner. Willingness to help and support. Aquarians may seem aloof, but if they trust you, they will be willing to support you in difficult times, even if it doesn't always express itself in a traditional form of caring. Example: if an Aquarian decides to help you in an important situation, it is a sign that they value your friendship or relationship and are willing to stand by your side, despite their love of independence. Willingness to reveal their feelings, as the relationship develops. Despite their emotional reserve, Aquarians may begin to open up to you if they feel you truly deserve their trust. This will happen gradually, and it's important to be patient. Example: if an Aquarius gradually shares more personal experiences and feelings with you, this is a sign that they trust you and see you as a reliable partner. How to learn to trust an Aquarius. Now let's look at how to learn to trust an Aquarius. It's important to understand their characteristics and approach them with patience and respect. Respect their personal space. Aquarians value their freedom and independence. If you want an Aquarius to trust you, it's important not to impose yourself and give them space. They won't be willing to confide in you if they feel you're trying to restrict their freedom. Example: don't insist on seeing each other too often or try to control an Aquarius's actions. Respecting their personal space will help you build a trusting relationship. Be patient. Aquarians can be slow to open up and share their feelings. Give them time and don't expect them to show affection right away. Example: if an Aquarius doesn't open up to you right away, don't worry. Be patient and allow them the opportunity to open up as the relationship develops. Be honest and sincere. Aquarians value honesty and directness. If you want to earn their trust, be open and sincere, especially when it comes to your feelings and intentions. Example: if you have questions or concerns, don't be afraid to share them with an Aquarius. They will appreciate your candor and be willing to open up to you as well. Embrace their uniqueness. Aquarians often follow their own path and have unconventional views on life. Accept them for who they are and don't try to change them or put them in a box. Example: support their unusual ideas and aspirations. If an Aquarius sees that you embrace their individuality, this will help strengthen your trust in each other. The benefits of trusting an Aquarius. When you learn to trust an Aquarius, you'll reap several significant benefits. Freedom and independence in relationships. Aquarians value freedom and won't try to restrict yours. This gives you the opportunity to be yourself and develop without fear of being controlled. Intellectual support. Aquarians are unusual thinkers, and their ideas can inspire you to new achievements. When they trust you, they're willing to share their unique concepts and approaches. Unconventional approach to life. Aquarians are able to see the world from a different perspective. Their perspective on problems can help you find solutions you might never have considered. So, trusting an Aquarius is a process that requires patience, respect, and a willingness to embrace their uniqueness. These people value their freedom, and if you respect their space and show sincerity, an Aquarius will open up to you and become a reliable and loyal friend or partner.